Have you ever just thought about doing something? Maybe it's going to the gym, maybe studying more, maybe learning a new skill, but it just never happens because your same routine kicks in, the same distractions pull you back, and before you know it, that thing that you thought about doing, it's still just a thought. And here's what I've realized, it's not because you don't care, it's not because you don't want to change, it's because nobody ever taught you what discipline actually is. And that's what this video is about. To most people, discipline means forcing yourself, just doing it even when you don't want to. And on the surface, that sounds right, but think about how that actually plays out in real life. You know you need to get work done, but your brain is resisting, and you tell yourself, just do it. And sometimes that works because of willpower, but most of the time, you end up pushing the work for later. And then you tell yourself, I just don't have discipline. But that's not the case. When you push yourself to do the thing you don't feel like doing, that's willpower. But discipline isn't about relying on willpower every single time. It's about designing your life so you need as little willpower as possible in the first place. To understand why is it that we avoid the hard stuff, you have to go back, way back. Thousands of years ago, early humans didn't have the luxury of sitting with discomfort. If something felt dangerous, they ran. If something felt uncertain, they avoided it. Back then, that was survival. The brain learned one rule back then. Discomfort means danger. But here's the problem. That same brain is the one you're carrying around today. So, if you feel any discomfort, you feel like avoiding it. Your brain treats all of it the same way it treated predators thousands of years ago. And in today's world, the exit has never been easier to find. A scroll, a click, a new video, you have instant stimulation. Your ancestors ran from predators, but you run from the work you have to get done. So the problem is that you've been trying to use willpower every time. So if discipline isn't about forcing yourself, what is it? It's about reducing the friction between you and the thing you need to do. Think about it this way. You have work to do. In your head, you tell yourself you'll do it, but you face resistance and you end up not doing it. Most people think the answer is to fight that resistance harder. But the real answer is to remove the resistance altogether. Stop asking, how do I force myself to be productive? Start asking, how do I make it more likely that I'll be productive in the first place? That's the shift. Here are some examples from my own life. For me, I realized if I'm around my friends, I'm not going to get work done. Not because I don't care about my work, but because when they're around, we talk and we hang out. So being disciplined isn't making myself study when my friends are around. That's willpower. Being disciplined is finding a place to be alone and choosing to be there until I complete what I need to do. Here's another example. I love Call of Duty Mobile. And in college, I tried to play it for a limited amount of time. Just a few games. But it never worked for me. My friends get frustrated with the game, so they didn't play it a lot. But I found it fun, and hence, I played it a lot. So what did I do? I deleted it. I removed the friction entirely. If it's not there, I can't play it. Unfortunately, I didn't get the urge to install it and play it again. Unless I see my friends playing it. That's when I'd get tempted to install it again and play it. So being disciplined here wasn't just deleting the game. It's also choosing not to sit around people playing it. That's what discipline actually looks like. Not fighting the temptation every single time, but removing the conditions that create the temptation. Think about Newton's law of inertia. An object in motion stays in motion. I feel like that law also applies in our life. If you're hooked by a series and you need to start working, switching feels tough. It feels tough because you're in motion of watching a series and you want to stay in motion. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But when you're working and you're immersed in your work, you can go for longer. The goal is to get yourself in the right motion to begin with. And that starts with how you design your environment. Let's say you want to read more. Keep a book on your bed. Not on your shelf. Keep it on your bed. So when you're about to sleep, it's right there. The friction of picking it up is almost zero. If you want to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in your room. Because if it's not there, you won't be tempted to eat it. Recently, I found myself watching Suits. Before I knew it, I'd spent hours watching, and the work I needed to get done still sitting there untouched. So I asked myself this question: how do I make it less likely that I get consumed by this? And the answer was simple: just don't start at all. I've tried the just one episode approach. It doesn't work for me. If I start watching, stopping after just one episode is tough. So being disciplined here for me wasn't watching in moderation, it was not starting to watch it in the first place. And then the next question becomes, how do I stop myself from even wanting to start watching something else? And for me, the answer is to genuinely get busy. Because if my day is filled with purpose and direction, I don't feel the urge to watch any entertainment. And understand this: series are designed to pull you in and keep you there. That autoplay feature that starts in the next episode before you've even decided if you want to watch it, that's not a convenience. That's a calculated decision to remove your ability to stop. They are using the principle of reducing friction against you. So use it for yourself instead. Make the right thing easy. Make the wrong thing harder to reach. Design your environment so that doing what you actually want for your life is the path of least resistance. Because the person who wins isn't the one with the most willpower, it's the one who needs to use it the least. One more thing, and this is important: don't try to change everything at once. That's another reason why people fail. They go from zero to a full routine overnight, and when it fails, they think they're the problem. Start smaller than you think you need to. If you want to build a reading habit, don't start with 10 pages. Start with just one page. Starting out small is what makes starting easier. But underneath all of this, the environment design, etc., there's something more important. You have to know why you're doing it. Because on the days you're tired and distracted, the only thing that can keep you going is remembering what you're actually building toward. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. So you need to have a good why. Once you have a good why, then work on environment design. I'm still working on being more disciplined myself. But what's changed is now I know the approach. I know that discipline isn't about forcing yourself. It's about designing your life so the right thing becomes the natural thing. Now I know that I need to ask myself, how can I make it more likely that I'll do the things I need to do? I may not find the answer right away, but by taking action, I'll know better. The version of yourself you keep imagining, it's possible. It just requires you to actually go after it. Anyways, if you like this video, drop a like. And if this video helped, consider subscribing. There's more coming. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.